Hello everyone, we are back and we are doing more bits and bobs today. I did realise I didn't intro some clips that we did the other day because we left a little bit of a cliffhanger with our Sheila Maid. And we put it up so it works, and I will put those clips in now. What's that then?
This is the pulley thingies, and there's two at this end because there's going to be two pieces of string so that both come down here and we can tie it out there.
Nice.
So we've replaced the ring with the pulleys.
This is the ring.
And that's the ring. And now I'm going to do the same thing over there. I'm doing a taut line hitch.
Go on then.
Off Google. So you go under and under again, and then you come under again, but you come the other direction, so that it's like that. It certainly looks right. And then you come through the longer one.
That's quite easy, isn't it? And then put it taut.
Well, you say that. That hasn't.
Oh.
No, that hasn't worked.
Okay. Can I have a go?
Yeah.
So you come
Yes, it's not easy, is it?
down over the top and then under the bottom and then round.
And then I think back under this one.
Back under that one. Is that right?
I don't.
It kind of looks like it.
What do we think? Does
Nice.
that look like that? I mean, well, whatever, it works. So, tick.
Yay!
Well done.
My scout days have paid off.
Right. Now we're going back in there. Right. Back up the ladder. There.
It's coming through. There it is.
Now I'm gonna take that.
Give it to me and I'll leave the room.
Do you ever watch Chuckle Vision?
Yeah, you fit right in. What's your plan here?
How the f are we in that? What's going on here? How are we? I haven't threaded it through that, so how are we through that?
Well, this is the end. Do you want to see if it's just got caught? That's all. It's just falling through.
Through what? Through this? Right.
So now what?
Okay, so now, hang on, what length do I want? Am I measuring the down length or the up length?
Well,
the down length.
Let's have it over there a bit, because you're pilling it's not flush.
This is why things get broken in this house.
Ta-da!
The Sheila Maid is open. Right. And now we do that again. So now we have threaded two through this side. So this one goes through that, and that one goes up there through that. We're going to have to move a few items. Right. And now we have a Sheila Maid. But you pull them and it goes up. And then all your stuff dries up there. And then you come back down. So another job we have to do.
Let's put the thing on the wall.
We need to put that on the wall so that you can like tie it there and leave it. But also we need to tie a knot. What do we do? I think we go up to the top. And then I think we tie a knot in the whole thing. If you put a knot there. Ish.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Engineering.
Put a thing there that you do that. So let's straighten this out. There it is. And you can have your knickers drying up there.
Nice.
Who needs a hammer, eh?
Nice.
And then it's just. I mean, it works, but it's a bit worrying. Whenever we lift it up, it's like... and it sounds like it's going to collapse at any moment. So at some point in the next probably couple of weeks, it's just going to come out of the ceiling.
Well, we'll deal with that when that happens.
Yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't knock one of us out when it comes down. But today we are now sorting out the bedrooms above us. So our lovely electrician Darren has been putting wires in on the outside of the house. I'll put some clips in of that now. And it means that he had to get to the floorboards, which means we had to empty the room out.
Yep.
And my friend Becca is coming to stay next week. So we want to get the bedroom on this side ready with a bed in it so that she can have her own space, because the other spare room is kind of a dressing room.
At least inhabitable.
Yeah, so we're going to do that, and I think it'll be quite nice.
Habitable.
Yeah, we don't want it. We don't want it inhabitable. So we've got a bed that I got off Marketplace for free, and a mattress that we also got off Marketplace for free. I don't think they're the same size though, so I think it's a double mattress on a king size bed.
You think?
I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So should we go upstairs?
Yeah, let's go up and do it.
Let's do it. All right.
What do we need? We need the electric screwdriver.
Of course we need the electric screwdriver.
We need the lecky screw.
The lecky screw.
We're going to need the dangly boy.
I think the dangly boy is upstairs.
The dangly extender.
Yeah.
You think dangly boy's upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The head's upstairs?
I don't know. They should be with that. Are they? My systems are working. Miles has got his cool red shorts on.
Do I look like a lifeguard or do I look cool?
Comment below.
Actually, well, lifeguards are cool, aren't they? So I guess either way, yes.
True.
I'm not trying to look like a lifeguard though. Tell you what, the lecky screw can't help us move all this.
No, we need to clear. So this is what we're dealing with. We've got all of this stuff, which isn't as bad as I thought, actually. I think I'm going to put this big rug down on the floor, because we've got this rug that we had underneath our bed before, but as you can see, it doesn't go all the way to the edges, so I think that will be good for now. What's the reason that we haven't got carpet in here, Miles?
Because we're going to put sound insulating foamy stuff under the floor. It's basically the same stuff as the heat insulation up in the loft, but sound insulating. It's probably the same stuff, just marketing. But anyway, we're putting that under the floors because we're currently above the kitchen and the noise comes like right up. So anybody sleeping in here will be annoyed by downstairs. It
was something that I realised when I was sleeping in here and Miles had his friends over and they were all low voices chuckling. And I mean, there's no carpets in here. So you're literally doing floorboards, void, and then plasterboard ceiling. And there are some holes in the ceiling from where we've drilled holes. So once we have carpet down, hopefully it'll be better, but I think we are still going to sound insulate just in case because it's so echoey.
This will at some point be a Kingscroft Home Junior's room.
Kingscroft Home Junior.
So we want it to be fairly soundproof so that we can have people around, drink loads of wine and party hard.
Make a racket.
And not wake them up.
Yes, Darren, our electrician, has got kids, and he did say that there was a good point that you don't want it too soundproof because you want to be able to hear the kids as well. But, whatever. We'll work that out. But anyway, let's tidy this up, I guess.
Get moving.
All right.
There you go, that's the hardest jump you're going to get out of me.
We did it!
We did it.
Miles doesn't like doing fiddly things and yet insisted on still doing the fiddly things.
It's putting in those little slats. There's so many of them and they're so fiddly and if you knock one out of place, it knocks the other one out of place and it's a real test of patience.
And I am totally fine with that sort of task. Like that is all good with me. And you're great at like lifting heavy things and lugging things around, which I'm rubbish at. So I was like, do you want me to do it? And you were like, no, it's fine. And then, by the end you were like, oh, and I'm like, it's okay. We got it done. We got it done. One of the best things that we have bought in this renovation is, I don't know if you noticed when we pulled in the mattress. No, not that.
Not the lecky screw.
Not the lecky screw, although I do love the lecky screw. It's these wheels. So these were about £20 each off of Amazon, and we put the mattress on this and then rolled it through the house. It's such a good investment, and if you're going to get one, get two.
Yeah, you need to, because everything is too long for one.
And even if you have a small thing that would fit on one, it's like a bit wobbly. So if you've got two, they've got wheels that go like all the way around, so you can like go in any direction. bit of a dodgy skateboard.
It's all the heavy lifting, and also it keeps it off the floor. So many times we've dragged a mattress through the house. And
we try to like wrap it up, and we still don't manage it. And genuinely, one of the best purchases ever, and we'll use these forever, because anytime you move anything, it just makes everything so much easier. Yeah. So I'd highly recommend that. Yeah.
Drinks, anybody? Hang on.
Do you need my help? Or are shoes in the way?
Shoes are in the way.
There's still no slippers on the carpet.
Vibe ruined.
Except those ones, because they're for in this room. Those are for outside this room.
They're indoor slippers.
Oh, hang on, we're losing the back one. Look at that, turning around corners. Fantastic. Just leave it on the wheels.
It's tempting.
Oof. And there it is. Back in its home. It's a perfect space from the rug.
It is. Oh.
Dangerous skateboard.
Done.
All right, that's the room all done, which is lovely. I mean, I say that, as I'm saying that, I remember we stole the curtains from this room because we are waiting for the ones in our bedroom to be made, and because it's so wide, it's really hard to get curtains, so we thought we'd use these ones. But now that means there's no curtains up here, but we do have our amazing blinds that I think will do. Oh! I'll put those up. I am keeping an eye out on Marketplace, but they're pretty long. The width is okay, but they are quite long. And annoyingly, we have some in this room, which the window is the same, but these are not actually wide enough. I got them too skinny because I messed it all up. But yeah, this is the state of the other room. The stuff is getting less that we keep moving around, so this isn't that bad, to be honest. This room is going to be a dumping ground for a while. We are going to hopefully insulate under these floors as well at some point, but oh, this just feels great. I can't believe it. And the bed was the right size, so this is a double bed frame and a double mattress, and it fits perfectly. I think it looks really nice, and considering the mattress was a hand-me-down and the bed frame was free, I think that's pretty dang good. And I'm pretty sure this whole room is actually second-hand, except the mirror. The mirror I got from Homesense, shout out Kathy. This was second-hand. It was going to be our vanity in the bathroom, but we found a better one. This was second-hand, obviously. This is second-hand. This is off Marketplace. That was from a neighbour in an old flat we lived in, which I think we got for like 20 quid. That lamp was £10 on Marketplace. This lampshade I did also buy from Homesense. So yeah, it's literally second-hand and Homesense all in this room. Pretty proud of that, not gonna lie. Found this. One of our neighbours is giving it away for free, and we've just looked it up and it's a tomato plant. So we're gonna attempt to grow this without a greenhouse. So we'll see how that goes. But I got this for £3.50 from the charity shop. Love the colour. And what's it say? I need to look at the underneath to see where it's from. I'm not really sure. But we don't have a gravy boat, and I really like the colour. So great fun. We're going to see if we can repot this now, because AI said that we can. So let's have a look in the garage. Very quick interlude from me. I'm just coming in from the edit because I've just had an email from the You Furnished Home Awards that we have entered into that the voting is live. So if you want to support us, I'd be really grateful if you could vote for us in the links that I'm going to put in the description for best kitchen, best bathroom and best before and after transformation. Either all three or one of the above would be absolutely incredible, and I would be forever thankful. Thank you so much.
We got these guys.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Yeah.
One of them.
I think
quite
so.
A lot bigger.
That's okay. Oh, we might have tomatoes soon.
I should message Adam while I play football with. I need tips.
Do we have a big, oh, this pot here could do, couldn't it? This one? That's a little pot as well, isn't it? So that might be better. I think let's just do that combo. Yeah. Is the soil down here?
Yeah.
Must be, mustn't it?
Over here. Yeah, something there. We also have all the compost.
Oh, compost! Let's do that. Do we have a little spade thing? I've just seen our gnomes that Naomi and Keenan got for us. We should put those outside. Oh look, it's me gardening. And you're on the barbecue. Should we just use a spoon?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Here we go. Holding too many things in my hands. Little bit of a side quest this. This was not meant to be being vlogged, but I don't know. I want to try and get some tomatoes. It's coming in with the big guns.
Well, there's loads of ants in it.
That's weird. My very first job was mucking out stables. That's how posh the village I was living in was. £2 a day with my friend, and I used to have to do a lot of turning over the massive manure heap, and it was almost always smoking because it was so hot underneath there. It was probably the height of me. So yeah, that was an interesting job. I used to go over there in my overalls and muck out the stables. What's going on?
Let's not use it. It's full of ants.
Oh no, full of ants.
Yeah, well, too dry, too acidic, or something else that I can't remember.
Okay.
But it basically said turn it and give it a bit. So let's use the proper compost that is in the garage. Same vegetables on it, so.
It's like a silly sketch.
We really need a trowel, don't we?
Yeah, we have one somewhere, I'm sure.
I'll put your guy in.
Oh, he's up there.
Drop him on the floor.
No, I just need to wiggle him out. See? Put that back in as well. There you go. Any tips on how to keep him alive are very welcome, because I would love to have some tomatoes that we've grown by the summer. It's me and Miles. So it turns out, because it's been so sunny, Miles has got to water the compost because it's all got a bit mouldy. So he's out there now with his extendy hose going all the way along the garden and up there to water it. So fingers crossed that means we have some good compost, which means that we can plant more things soon. This is our new little tomato guy. He's very cute, but I don't know which window to put him in. These back ones only get a sort of afternoon sun. The front ones get morning sun, and we don't really have any on that side, so I'm not sure. But maybe I need to get a little greenhouse. I've seen some that are really cute, and we could just put them over there where the shed used to be. It's quite like shielded there. But then again, that doesn't get sun, so maybe it needs to be on this side of the garden, because the sun is always over here. It's never over there. Can't see today because it's miserable. Oh, we have got some blue skies. That's not too bad. Realised in the edit that I haven't actually finished this vlog, so thank you so much for watching, and please like, comment, subscribe, hype, all that stuff, and any tips for the gardening, very greatly appreciated. Fingers crossed that compost is good to go soon. Anyway, see you later. Bye.